Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Can everyone hear me? Okay, they can hear you. Joe, can you quickly just say the same thing I said, just so we can make sure we can hear you? Joe, you there?
Oh, sorry, I had myself on mute then.
All good. Can you just speak into the mic
Oh.
just to see if we can hear? Oh, well, you're already doing that, so.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay, cool.
We're good. Sorry, guys.
All right, well, welcome back, everyone. It's been an interesting start to the stream. We had some audio issues, but we are all good. We are here for the final round of LSR's Brazilian Grand Prix. This is round 9 of the championship. A lot of stuff to talk about, and we have a lot of drivers out on the grid. The championship leader, SSL Mango, is not here today. Tano can win the championship if he finishes 5th or higher, but a lot of action coming our way for the upcoming Brazilian Grand Prix here at the Interlagos circuit. So in the booth today, it's myself, Formula Jonah, and joining me in the commentary box is Keensum. Welcome back, my friend. We are with about 7 minutes remaining of this qualifying session here in Brazil for what will be the final round of Group 2 Season 2 Championship here in Lightning Speed Racing.
Yeah, well, as I said before, and everyone could hear me, but not you. Yeah, really exciting for today's race with the mixed conditions mid-race. And yeah, so just to confirm, Jonah, as we were umming about the standings, so with Mango on 111 points and Yuki, well now Tano, on 100 points, if he gets 5th place with the fastest lap, Jonah, they'll be tied on points, and you're going to have to go to who's had the most wins between the two of them. So we might have to go and have a little, get someone to work that out before the end of the race. Hopefully we can ask an admin in LSR to maybe go and have a little look back at that. So that's interesting. So yeah, 5th with fastest lap. If he's got more wins, he will do it. So he needs 4th or higher to win the championship. So Mango not being here is definitely helping Tano, but it's still not overly comfortable for him having to get inside the top 4.
Yeah, it's not comfortable for Mango. He could lose this championship, and Tano, he has to finish 4th or higher, and Portugal, the last race he attended didn't go quite well for him. He actually ended up not scoring any points in that race, where Mango ended up, I think, winning the Grand Prix, if not mistaken. So this is going to be crucial with Mango not here. Tano could win this championship, and if he finishes 4th or higher, he's got it. And if he finishes 5th or higher, well, we'll have to look into that. So anyway, besides the championship, this has been one of the best seasons, I'd say, in LSR. I think viewers and drivers and anyone part of the league can agree that this has been the best season yet, and it is definitely going to be improving in Season 3 coming up in the F1 2022 game. But yeah, a lot of action throughout the two groups. Still a lot of action as Group 2, the championship can be decided. A lot of drivers looking to get that first podium or that first even win. And then, of course, in Group 1, we have the Constructors' Championship going down to the final round, as well as it'll be AlphaTauri versus Aston Martin for that championship. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of action coming our way for the LSR finale here in Group 2. But we got around 4 minutes remaining, and before we continue on with that, and before I start asking you a few more questions and stuff like that, I do want to mention to everyone watching our stream right now, I want to say thank you so much. We've had a lot of positive comments coming in and a lot of viewers coming into the stream as well, which is awesome to see. If you guys are new to LGE and LSR and LFR, please make sure to subscribe so you can see more content coming our way on the side of LGE, as we got a lot of content coming from both leagues, which is going to be incredible for next season's and the new game as well. So definitely subscribe. We want to get to the 300 mark, I want to say. Maybe 400 mark? I can't remember exactly where we are right now.
Well, we're at 2:30 now, so yeah, I also, before the end of qualifying, for the crucial part in the next minute or so, just want to give a big thank you. My target for the end of 2021 game, so really this week, as the new game comes out on Tuesday, this is really the true last week of the 21 games. So my target was 200. We're at 230 the last time I checked, so we're actually closer to the 250 mark than we were the 200 now. So thank you very much for that. That's a bigger increase. We see Tano increase up the board to P1. It's a Mercedes all front row at the moment with 1 minute and 45 on the clock. But yeah, 230 subscribers. So thank you very much for the support. One thing I will say, if you've been wondering where the LGE moments of the week have gone, they have gone for the time being. Then we'll be back at the start of the next season, and we'll just start afresh from there. And we'll go by, rather than additions, we're just going to go by week 1, which will start at the LFR week, and LSR starts the week after LFR does. So then we'll all be nicely in sync then, and not having a big break from it. We can have some more ideas. And of course, crucially, the other thing coming up, just to be able to plug it, as I haven't actually commentated for a long time, it feels like a long time, is the Spa 720, the LGE special event, coming in mid-September. It's for the British Ukrainian Relief Fund, obviously helping the guys out in Ukraine. Then that'll be pretty much a 6-hour race, 400% Grand Prix, 720 miles of racing, a kind of Indy 500 inspired race, and that will be really exciting. But what's going on right now is the championship protagonist, the only one on track, is on that provisional pole, Jonah. And of course, knowing from Thursday, the benchmark from Thursday, Jonah, was I think it was the new guy actually, because I was on second. It was 2 of us in the 106s and the high 106s. So they're getting close to that.
Yeah, they are getting close to that, and what's great as well is to see a smaller tier like Group 2 being able to get a good result. Oh, Zayak has been disqualified. Sorry to interrupt what I've been saying, but Zayak has been disqualified for driving in a dangerous location in the pit lane, which is very unfortunate. That means Zayak is out. Luke to Red also out of this session, as they are both disqualified. Haas not really having the best session right now. Flea's down in 13th at the moment. As Tano does retire, he thinks that his lap time is good enough for top 2 possibly. And his teammate, his reserve teammate, as Sir Vapor is not here today, will be looking to go even faster than that lap time. Because right now, the 2 Mercedes drivers are just separated by a few 1,000ths of a second, which is incredible to witness right there. But yeah, a lot of action coming our way for the LSR finale as we approach the final few minutes of qualifying, and we will see who will be qualifying on pole for this race in LSR. Ferrari grabbed the pole last time out in Portugal. Can Mercedes do it today? Or maybe even Alpine Pro Striker going really well with a 107.3. Let's see what he can do as he comes through the final couple of corners now. And the Alpine coming around turn 10, 11. Alexis Beast does retire from the session for now. As here comes Pro Striker, purple sector in the second sector. Pro Striker absolutely flying right now. The Alpine driver looking to go on provisional pole for the Brazilian Grand Prix. He could be doing it today. Meanwhile, Danny Stillers is finished his lap, but Pro Striker to the line. What can he do? Currently third, stays third with a 107.2. Does improve though on his lap time, so that should give him third position. But there still is a lot of drivers out there on laps. Elian Bine is ending his lap time. What about CDM in the Alfa Romeo car? Flea on a lap as well. Is there anyone else that can improve, as we have the Aston Martin of Nair?
Got the Mercedes teammate, Noisy, coming up to the line now. Looks like the only man who can take that pole, and he slows down.
Ooh.
At the line.
Surprising.
So maybe he just wasn't going faster. Anyway, we're seeing Lee come up the hill. The Hasses have not been doing too well. See if he can improve on his position. He's got 109.4 at the moment. He's a second behind 12th place.
Ooh, good lap.
With a 108.1. Yeah, so that was a big improvement from the Scotsman. Moves him up into 9th place. And we'll be starting on the 5th row of the grid.
Good lap from Flea there, up into ninth for the Haas team. That gives Haas a good starting position after one of their cars is unfortunately disqualified. Not good day for Williams, Worry Cloud, and Luke 2 Red down the order, but it is the championship contender, Tano, on pole for Brazil, and worrying signs in the Red Bull garage as Mango is going to be worrying about this one as Tano grabs pole position, and remember, he needs to finish 5th or higher to be able to win this championship. But we'll see how this all works out. Aston Martin, great qualifying session for them, and they need points in this this championship. AlphaTauri, what do we say about them? They didn't really have the best qualifying pace in Brazil, but what do you think about their performance today?
Yeah, they're close together, certainly, but they both got inside the top 10 crucially. It could be worse and could be better. They're right in the middle of the midfield. I suppose that's not the best place you want to be at the start of the Grand Prix. It's arguably one of the worst places to be at the start of a race, really getting in that sort of sandwich middle of the pack, especially on a track like this with turn 1 and 2 being so tight and really only being too wide at a very maximum. So it should be interesting to see. Luckily for the drivers, they're going to have a dry start to the race, and it's all going to spice up in the middle of the race with hopefully a few showers.
Yeah, and that could provide some interesting action out on track. The grid at the start of qualifying could be completely different by the end of this race, so don't predict the pole or the win yet, as anything can happen. Now, a few things I did want to talk about is that championship. We know that the battle between Mango and Yuki is going to be intense, or sorry, Tano, as he changed his name to Tano. But the Constructors' Championship as well is very close. Ferrari and AlphaTauri, the two Italian teams battling for third in the championship. Ferrari need to outscore AlphaTauri by 3 points if they're going to be winning that third place in the championship. And also the battle between Alpine and Aston Martin, currently level on points for 6th position in this one, as we're going to be on board with Tano for a moment as he starts to get ready. The formation lap has been engaged, and we also have a very interesting grid right now because Ellie and Bayern on the medium compound tires. Very interesting strategy there.
Yeah, I'm just going to get the tyres up actually, Jen. I haven't done that just yet. Yeah, so Ellie and Bayern on the mediums, the only man in the top 10 to start on the mediums. And Warwick Cloud, another one, the only man on the soft tyres in the bottom 5, outside the top 10. Yeah, I can't see the hards being used. As you saw on Thursday, Joe, we did start on fresh sets for the Grand Prix. And medium to soft to medium can work here. It says it doesn't, but it can. I think it is a quicker strategy than a 2-stop. Or going on to the hard tyre. For whatever reason, I found this game, the hard tyre, I just never really worked with it very well. I feel like it got somewhat better in the middle of a stint, but I never really used it unless I really had to use it. This season it might be different in the new game, but I always found the hard tyre just not a very good race tyre.
Yeah, it's not going to be a good race tire today, as you mentioned, as tire degradation isn't that bad for around here at Interlagos. Softs and mediums will be the preferred strategy, and also the drivers have to worry about that rain coming in as well, as anything can happen. But yeah, here we go.
Yeah, well, Worry Cloud might have pulled a bit of a blinder there.
Ooh.
13th place on the soft tyres. We don't know. We usually know. I don't know if you have it on predicted perfect weather or approximate. We have it on approximate, but usually if it is on approximate, it lies to you quite a bit when it says it's going to sort of be mid-race, and you get into the race, it says rain in 10 minutes, and you think, well, that wasn't halfway through the race. But anyway.
Well, here we go for the race. It is the final race in Brazil, the final race on this game for Group 2 of LSR. It's lights out and away we go here in Brazil. It's a great start for the two Mercedes. Tano gets the better one though, leads us the way. The Aston Martin of Nira is trying to go down the inside of Pro Striker as there's a lot of drivers moving around as Pro Striker and the Mercedes made contact, and the Alpine has been spun around. Danny Stiller's off the track as well. There was contact between another driver as well. Vacan Haddock up to 4th. A great start for Alexis Space and the Aston Martin.
Yeah, Lee up to 5th as well. Went super aggressive at the start, and he's got paid dividends for him there. It looks like he's going to go up the inside into turn 5. No, thinks better of it in the end as we go into the mid.
He sent it though.
Yeah, he did try and have a go. The Aston Martin is also going to have a go with 1061 as we go into this long right-hander. He takes the defensive inside line, going to squeeze him to the curb on the exit, but now we go down the hill into the left-hander towards Young Cow, and the Haas is off the road.
And we also have a great battle going on here for 7th position. Worry Cloud and CDMJW are side by side. Ellie and Bayern in the Ferrari now gets past the Alfa Romeo and up into 8th position, but CDM, is vaporizes out of the session. Big crash.
I'm not sure yet. That could be a VSC or a safety car. My guess would be a VSC. It may be nothing though, actually. But that may be because we're just into the second lap and everyone's clear of the incident. CDMJW's up to 8th place.
Oh, what a great battle going on here for 9th. Sorry to interrupt you here. Husky and Zayak and Elian are going for a nice battle here. Oh, Husky looking to make that move into that really difficult, narrow part of the track, but Husky's sending it up the inside on the Ferrari driver, and Zayak is trying to get involved as well. This is a great battle going on here as Husky moves into 9th, Elian down to 10th, and I think it's just because those medium compound tires are just not quick enough. The softs are much quicker at this stage.
They will be, and he needs to take advantage of the soft tyres as well as Warwick Cloud, who's certainly doing very well. He's got Lee up ahead of him now as he feels the dirty air, sends it from, that was so far back, he almost sent that from Chile. Is now Lee is fighting back, or Flea should I say, as he comes around the final corner up towards the start-finish straight, along towards the centre S as we go up the hill. And then take the descent down the centre S as we now brake. DRS is now enabled. I'm not sure if that was a send zone or a late break, but it was certainly spectacular nonetheless.
Yeah, either way, it turned out to be interesting. Worry Cloud and Flea continue their battle, but that was very intense there. Had me on the edge of my seat as, we have a nice little battle going on here for 4th position. The Aston versus the McLaren now. Vacan trying to hold off the Aston as Nir is now going to look to the inside line into turn 7. Now we come as Vacan holds off the Aston Martin and stays ahead as the McLaren moves into 4th position. But meanwhile, Aston Martin having a great race night right now. Lexus Beast in 3rd and Nir in 5th, and their championship contenders Alpine are down at 12th and last as Viperize is out of the session, and Pro Striker is in 12th. Not the greatest start for Alpine, but a completely different start for Aston Martin is now Vacant's moving down the order. What happened?
He's looks like he's just had a bit of an off there. Tanner is just let his teammate through. Of course, Tanner just needs to cruise home. The win isn't needed. There is the bigger picture going on today for Tanner. He doesn't really need that win. Get on the podium would be nice in the final race to clinch the championship, but the two Mercedes are out in front at the moment. Strong partnership. It's looking a little bit like I've gone back in time, Jonah, about 8 months, and Hamilton and Bottas, and we got Ilan and Husky fighting through turn 5 up to the hill towards turn 6, and Zayak is right on their heels as we come down into turn 7 and turn 8. The pack is really bunched up in the midfield, and there is certainly a big scrap on for big points with Lee looking like he's at the front of this train. It looks like Pro Striker is round, and the yellow flag in sector 2, he is round.
And it has been a terrible day for Alpine so far. One car out, one car spun around, and Pro Striker down to 14th as Noisy sets the fastest lap of the race. And this has been great from the Aston Martin as we have Worry Cloud and Flea continuing their battle, trying to fight it on track. Worry Cloud moves into 5th position ahead of the Haas driver, and now the Williams moves himself up into 5th. And the Williams...
He did go very wide, though.
Sorry. Oh, he did. Yeah, he did, and Flea might have the opportunity, but I think Worry Cloud's got DRS.
He has got DRS off the guy ahead. He is derating though, so that will let Lee know with that red flashing light that he is pretty much out of juice, and Luke Turenne is now out of juice and he's out of the race.
That could be a safety car. That's a hefty cross for the Williams driver, as that is a very similar crash from the Formula 4 championship that we had on Thursday. Similar to Apex Finley. as Luke Duret has now left the session. Unfortunate to see his final race go that way, but that is how it goes. By the way, I want to quickly talk about Noisy, currently leading the Grand Prix. And viewers, just to let you know, this is his first race in LSR. We are also testing drivers for Season 3, so this is a great test of endurance and of skill, you know? I think this is a great test for a lot of these drivers. The Aston Martin of Nair is also a...
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was going to say Vacant looked like he was just going to go for the move there into turn 1. But he backed out of it in the end. He has got DRS though on Lely. He's got DRS on Worried Cloud. Is he going to go for the lunge? He is going to go for the lunge. He's in the McLaren. He wants to be Daniel Ricciardo. Wheel banging between the two of them. And he's onto the grass. Lee keeps that position and lives to fight another day and keeps that 6th place. I'm sorry to cut you off before, Jonah.
No problem. We have to do that in commentary sometimes as Vacant in that battle with Flea. Great battle going on there. It's very hard to go side by side into that narrow part of the track because it is so narrow and there's not a lot of room. So it makes sense why Vacant was on the grass. But we're on lap 6 now. 30 laps remaining of this race. And do we got the feeling that Ellie and Bayern and the medium compound runners are going to start to be a little bit more faster than the soft compound runners? Because softs, well, they don't degrade too much for around here. They're going to start getting a little older, and the mediums are going to become faster every lap.
They will get faster as we see the Aston Martins jostling for position for that final place on the rostrum. Looks like Alexis Beast is going to fight back as they come down towards turn 4. Alexis Beast takes back that 3rd place.
Good move.
The two will fight on in the laps to come as well as Lee and Vacant had it. Danny Stillers and CDM JW just going a little wide there.
Elian is now catched up to the battle for 6th. Same with Husky as well. Could see a 4-way battle for 6th position right now. And meanwhile, Worry Cloud is starting to catch up to the Aston Martins. And so Aston Martin may want to prioritize their drivers and make sure one kind of keeps ahead and do a little bit of team orders, which I don't know if that's going to be in effect, but we'll see how this works out. And this is also, like I mentioned previously, a good test for some of our new drivers in the league for Season 3 as Nair is in the battle for 3rd position here as Worry Cloud still chasing. Oh, Viper Rose has left the session, and CDM JW has just got a 3 seconds. We have Ellie and Bine going around the outside of the McLaren of Vacant and switches to the inside line. Oh, they're still going side by side, and Vacant gets the position. What a move from the McLaren.
That was some brilliant racecraft. We've now got a 3-car train going down the Retta Raposta towards turn 4. The Ferrari looked like he was going to go for it. It's the age-old battle, the McLaren and the Ferrari. The McLaren takes the Max Verstappen line at turn 4 and loses 2 positions in the process.
Yeah, I think there might have been a little bit of contact between the 2 cars there. That may have been the reason why Vacant went a little bit more wide than usual. But I think that it's all good. You know, they'll continue on. But the unfortunate thing is that Vacant has lost a position to Husky as well, which moves him down to 9th position, which is not good. And Zayak has joined the train as well. Zayak in this battle, and
big old train.
It is a big train. Yeah, you're right. And actually, if Lee starts catching up to Worried Cloud, this could be a train from 3rd to 10th, which would be very interesting. Meanwhile, the Mercedes are keeping this battle going, and same with the Aston Martins as Nair is going down the inside on Alexis Beast, and he gets the position done. Worried Cloud in that fight as well. He's starting to chase after the Aston Martins. It's Alexis Beast going to try and make the move like he did a lap or 2 ago, and the Aston Martin using the slipstream from his teammate. Looking to the inside line. Nair tries to defend. Alexis Beast goes down the inside. Oh, it's a Ferrari situation! Ferrari situation for 2019, Alexis Beast and Nero make contact.
Yeah, well, it looked like Mr. Stroll had given them a license to kill each other there, I think, as they made contact with each other, and it looks like Warrior Cloud has seized that opportunity, moved himself up into 4th place. As you said, this might become a bigger train in a minute, with Lee being the cork in the bottle at the moment, but that might turn into Alexis Beast as we go on to the next few laps. But there's certainly some really close racing going on in Group 2 here at Interlagos at the moment. It's absolutely brilliant to see a great send-off for the 2021 game. As we see 1061 going around the outside, a worried Cloud. I was going to say the hard way, but it was nice and easy. Ilan now goes past Flea and Zayek, past Vacant, and Zayek gets on the curb a little bit and almost loses it actually.
Yeah, that was close racing between all these drivers at turn 1. Zayek into 9th now, and a very interesting position for him as well, as he's going to be on the back of Husky, and we'll be looking to make that overtake soon. And Flea looking for the move on Elian Bine. Is the Haas driver going to try and make that move as soon as possible? It looks like he's trying to. Eventually does not get the position. We also had a comment that came in from KMHD that said Alexis is going beast mode, if you guys get the joke. Yeah, there was... He's unleashed the beast, and Alexis is battling with his teammate a little bit too aggressively, I'd say, but it's all good. This battle will continue on. We are on lap 11 now, and Nir is now going to go for that move on Alexis Beast once again, using this as a closing zone to try and catch up to the Aston Martin car. And then try and make the move into turn 4, Jacinto Dolago, but we'll see if the Aston Martin will make a move on his teammate. Worried Cloud 4/10 behind, actually, looking to make that overtake. And Elian Bine, 1.4 seconds on the medium compound tires. He is flying out there and looking to get into a podium contention as the Aston Martins go side by side like they did previously. Alexis goes wide, and now Worried Cloud gets past. Worried Cloud up into 4th.
Yeah, that was sneaky from the Williams driver, but worked well. I don't know what's going on with the Aston Martin drivers. Doesn't look like they can play very nicely with each other at the moment. And it really looks like the elbows are out and gloves are off between the two of them.
Well, the thing is that they are technically not teammates. The Aston in 5th right now, near 1061, is actually a reserve driver. So technically, these guys are just battling for position right now and not really going for the team result, even though they are Aston Martin drivers, because Alexis Beast's teammate is actually Breakfast King, and unfortunately he's not able to make the race right now. As Worried Cloud going for the podium now on the Aston Martin. The Williams side by side and gets the position. A pretty easy overtake for Worried Cloud, but it was very courageous at the same time. He gets past, but Alexis going to have that opportunity to try and make the move into turn 4. He's got to stay within the slipstream, and he's got to try and go for the move here. Worried Cloud trying to defend. Alexis has to go to the outside line. Worried Cloud defending well. Oh, there's contact!
No! No, he tried to go around the outside, but he didn't give the space on the inside. Lucky Ghosting's off there, on there, because that was a dangerous rejoin to track by Worried Cloud. But yeah, he's had such a great start to the Grand Prix on those soft tyres, going super aggressive. And now the stewards may have to deal with that. But of course, it's the last race. I think the only thing you can do now is sort of time penalties after the fact. But yeah, Alexis Beast, I think, was going a bit too beast mode then.
Yeah, a little bit too much from the Aston Martin driver. I'm sure the stewards will be looking into that incident and see what exactly happened. Worried Cloud, I'm sure, is not going to be happy with that, but there's still a long ways to go in this race. Anything can happen, and the rain is coming too. As the Aston Martin looking for the overtake on his teammate, Elian Bine, trying to get in the action as well. He slowed down a little bit too much, kind of parked it on the apex there, but it's all good as the Aston Martin near trying to get past his teammate. And I think Alexis Beast may be struggling with tire degradation as Alexis Beast does get passed by his teammate, and Elian might get in the action now as well. As actually Alexis is going to go side by side with his teammate.
Switcheroo from Alexis Beast there as they now go side by side towards turn 6, staying together as we go up the hill. Oh, and into the wall. Alexis Beast is out of the Grand Prix.
Oh no! Contact between the two virtual safety cars has been deployed. That's a big accident for Alexis Beast. And it is Aston Martin Civil War as a comment came in. And that is Alexis Beast end to the Grand Prix, and that will definitely be looked into the stewards. It was going all so well, and then there was contact. Super unfortunate. Oh, what happened here with the two Mercedes teammates? Something happened.
No, it looked like Pro Striker. It looked like a back marker there. that's gone involved with the Mercedes. He's going slow into the pits as well. They're all pitting.
Oh, Noisy's got no front wing.
Yeah, I think that was contact with Pro Striker there, I think.
Oh, that makes...
Not sure. Yeah.
Very, very surprising. And Noisy's onto the hard tires. Tano onto the mediums. Very interesting. Elian onto the softs. Wow, this virtual safety car has changed a lot, actually. DRS enabled, and the safety car will be all good, I guess, as there's no more safety car out on track. But that'll be talked about for a while, that incident between the two Aston Martin drivers, as Alexis B's out of the race, and this is going to be big, as I'm sure the stewards will be looking into that. Unfortunate, though.
As you see, Danny Stillers and Zayek going hammering tongue at each other. Looks like Zayek's got the bit between his teeth. Obviously, Danny Stillers on those hard tyres. Shouldn't be much of a competition. Isn't a competition. Zayek gets himself up into the points. 10th place. Looks like job's done for the time being for him. But yeah, that VSC came out at the perfect moment for a lot of the drivers.
Yeah, you know, it did, and I think that's really helped out a lot of these guys to pit. It didn't help out Elian Bayan, but he's on the sauce now, and he'll be pushing as hard as possible to try and get up into a good position. He said at the start, a little bit earlier on, that he's going to win Brazil. That's some confidence, and he's in a position to do that, because he is going to be looking to make that overtake for third position now on the Aston Martin, as Elian Bayan goes down the inside and up into third now for the Ferrari driver, and now he's got to start chasing after Noisy, as there's only 2 seconds separating the Mercedes and the Ferrari driver, and Noisy is on hard compound tires, so this could affect his race and give Elian Bayan the chance to go for second position in this race.
Yeah, well, Elian, this is an interesting one, because he must have just gone onto these soft tyres, or are these old?
They're brand new, I do believe.
They're brand new, so he's gone to the hards. That's strange. He obviously doesn't know the little soft to medium trick. I think he just kind of went with what Jeff says. Of course, rest in peace, Jeff. After tonight, a lot of these gents won't hear Jeff's sweet tones anymore in their ear, and but no, I think Nosy's made a crucial error there.
I think there was contact, to be honest, and that maybe affected his strategy. Maybe he couldn't change over the tires because he had to deal with the wing damage that he had. And I think,
maybe.
Oh, Tano, the race leader has made a mistake. Tano's off the track. Does he have wing damage now? Yellow flag. And did Tano spin? Not exactly sure. Doesn't look like he has any wing damage, but that could affect his race now. 4 seconds separating first and second.
Wow, that would have been a bit of a scary moment. He can't afford to crash out of this race. He doesn't even have to win. So we do not want to see him making any real rookie decisions at the end of this 10-race championship. Warwick Cloud now has got it all to do. Jonas, he's got CDMJW in front of him, and that's hard enough work as it is. He's got a soft runner ahead of him on brand new softs, might I add.
Yeah, he is, and I'm not sure if Warwick Cloud's struggling with tire wear or something, but there was a section where it was not going good for Warwick Cloud. He was a little slow into turn 6 as he was in lower gears. Not exactly sure why, but he is in P9. He is still in contention. Oh, AlphaTauri of Husky. Flag.
Looks like he's all right. I don't think we're going to get any BSCs or safety cars. I'll tell you what we might get, though. An overtake on a Mercedes from a Ferrari, as we've seen the Ferrari coming down the Retta Aposta, the 68 car, getting ever closer to Noisy in second place. And this surely, Jonah, is going to be his second place in a matter of moments.
The crucial thing is, when is Elian Bayan going to make that move? Will he go for it now? He is going for it now, looking for the overtake on the Mercedes driver. You can tell he's got much more grip, and now he's going to go around the outside of the Mercedes. He has to back out, though. Elian trying everything imaginable to try and get second position off of the Mercedes driver. Elian is going to wait for the DRS, though. That's a smart decision. It's actually Noisy goes a little bit wide there.
Oh, he's gone wide.
Yeah, he has.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I know. So yeah, Elian Bine is got through, and 1061 is also got through as well. So are we going to see a double overtake here from Noisy? This is a Fernando Alonso happening as we go as he goes around the outside. We've got the Aston and the Mercedes coming together now in towards turn 2. The Ferrari was almost left behind as we go around turn 3 and down the Retro Apostle for the 18th time. The three of them are all fighting together. It's Mercedes versus Aston Martin versus Ferrari. They're going to go 3 wide, are they? No, the Mercedes is on the inside. I said I was criticising the hard tyre. They look like they're holding out at the minute. He's in second place and the lead driver of this queue of cars.
This is a fantastic battle going on here. Ellie and Bine versus the Astons and the Mercedes, and this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. And another thing to witness as well is that they're all three different. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. As there goes Nera on Noisy now. The Aston Martin going for the maneuver. Oh, the Mercedes just keeps ahead. Very good. As now the Aston's going to try and go around the outside of the Mercedes driver. And I'm not sure if Noisy was struggling with tire group, but he just didn't have the pace into turn 11. But the thing is, too, is that now he's got the DRS on the Aston Martin driver, and we'll have a great opportunity to get past the Aston and get back up into second position and make this a Mercedes 1-2 in Brazil. Elian Bine trying to get in the action as well. He's sitting in 4th position, and Nera's now going to be... Oh, Elian goes wide.
Off the track. He's off the track. We got Vacant Haddock as well in a battle with Flea, who tried to get a good line through turn 2, but actually compromised himself a little bit too much. But yeah, Elian Bine has now lost himself a ton of time, so it's looking like a two-way fight at the moment for second place.
Yeah, it is actually, as Elian Bine unfortunately went wide there, as you mentioned, and yeah, down to 4th now and 2.5 seconds behind. Not good for the Ferrari driver, as he's going to have to climb back and get back into that battle for second position here, as a 3-second time penalty for Zayek in the Haas. And what's actually quite fascinating is that Zayek has always been up there. Oh, and speaking of Zayek, off the track.
In the wall. He's in the wall. He needs to get it in reverse, which he has eventually done, and got himself back on the track. He's only got Pro Striker behind him now, so it's looking like it's turning into a bit of a one-man team now. Haas and Lee has certainly been putting on a good performance so far, as we see the Aston and the Mercedes fighting. And look at that, Elian Bine back into the fight within about 3/4 of a lap. Just shows how much better the soft tyres are at the moment.
Yeah, I guess it does, as Zayek is off the track. It has not been a good lap for Zayek, as yeah, he is down to 11th, and he's still searching for his first points in Group 2. He hasn't been able to score a point yet, which is really unimaginable, because he's such a good driver, and unfortunately has been in some very unlucky positions in past races, as we still have a great battle going on here for 5th position. Vacant, CDM, JW, and Flea also having a great battle here for 5th, and Zayek's retired.
He's retired in the pits, so I don't think we're going to get a safety car or anything there, but what we might get is some overtakes as well. And now Vacant, CDM, and Lee have all caught up. This is a big part. This is a big train of cars. I can't even speak now. This is getting so exciting. Elian Bine is in the lead of this queue of cars. Noisy is going to try and take back that second place on the inside into turn 1. We've got moves going on all up and down the field into turn 1. All nice and close together, but keeping it nice and tidy, more crucially. And Noisy staying in second place on the hard tyres. Elian Bine needs to get past and quickly and get ahead. Is Noisy is getting a little over aggressive there, I think. His first race, I think he just needs to keep his cool as Lee gets himself a 3-second time penalty.
Ooh, this is close. This is incredibly close. Oh, an almost 6 or 7 car fight here for second position. This is amazing.
This is incredible. All the way down to 7th place. We're still fighting softs versus hards. That Ferrari's been pushed off. They've come together now, and they've both fallen down the order. Lee trying to go around the outside of Elian Bine into Young Cal. Now he
2 crashes.
The driver is round.
Noisy.
CDMJW is round.
Noisy as well, Noisy as well. He was in P2, now down to 7th. I guess, I think they spun it. I think there was a spin there. I don't think there was any contact, but there was contact between the Mercedes and the Ferrari there. The stewards will look into that.
There's another bit of contact there between Noisy and CDM, who is now just trying to get the car round the right way, I think.
And what has happened on that lap, I'm not exactly sure. But the battle's still continuing on for 2nd position now. Noisy is so unfortunate. He was running such a great race and now down to 10th.
Yeah, but the fight for 2nd is most certainly still on, and Tanner is almost a whole pit stop ahead now. He's certainly putting in a champion's drive at the moment, and he's just keeping a cool head and getting that best result.
Vacant!
But who isn't? Yeah, Vacant Haddock is now felt the heat of the kitchen and has gone off onto the grass and now back onto the circuit. And Elian Bayern, this strategy just isn't working for him right now.
And I think that's possibly why there was contact between the Mercedes and the Ferrari there, possibly down to the tires, as Elian and Noisy did make contact there, and I'm not exactly sure what happened, but the stewards will definitely look into that, and I'm sure they're watching this right now and making notes of what's been happening, but it's all good. This is why we are testing. This is why this is the final race of the season, and we're also testing a few things for Season 3. As Ellie and Bayern looking to make the move on the Aston Martin down the inside, as Nair is still in 2nd position, and Flea up to 4th now. Flea up to 4th, and he's running a great race right now.
Yeah, brilliant race from Lee. Really struggled since getting his wheel a few months ago, and just starting to get himself in tune with it, and he's going to have to move to a new game next week, so feel sorry for him, but hopefully he can get himself a fantastic result today. I don't think he's got a podium since getting his wheel, so he would be certainly ecstatic, but he's able to watch this great fight for 2nd ahead at the moment between 1061, and we've got CDMJW out, retired in the pit lane. We're on lap 24, down to 10 cars now. Everyone is going to get points, but is Elian going to get this 2nd place?
I think he should. Yeah, pretty easy overtake for Elian there, up into 2nd position now. And Vacant and Flea, I think, Flea's actually in the battle for 2nd now, as he could be making that overtake very soon. Vacant and Warwick Cloud, I think they are closer on track than they are to their competitors right now. Tano's off. Tano spun. The race leader has made a mistake.
He's got a lot of time in his pocket though, but it's obviously that pressure is just getting him to a little bit, Jonah. He really, this should be just a Sunday cruise for the Mercedes man now with such a big gap, but it looks like their mistakes are starting to creep in. Maybe a bit of pressure of that championship, but hopefully he's got about a third of the race to go. Hopefully he can get it all together and get the win, and obviously we'll get the championship as he's overtaking the back marker of Pro Striker now.
Yeah, but he's got that 5-second penalty somehow, and that could affect his race as well. He's going to be down to 6 seconds if the gap stays the same, and I don't think it is, because Elian is starting to gain a little bit of time on Tano as well, so this could get really interesting, and the championship might not be over. We're on lap 25 out of 36, and I do have a question for you, Keensum. When do you think the rain is coming?
How long is a piece of string, my friend? I have no idea. He said it was going to be mid-race. Obviously, we haven't had any safety cars. It should be coming about now. What is happening now is Warwick Cloud is going past Vacant Haddock for 5th place. He's now trying to hunt down those leaders as he dropped out earlier on in the race at turn 4. He's just made that overtake, but yeah, the rain, it's not clouding over yet. Is it, Jonah? Not really. It's just getting a little bit grey, but it's not sort of thick rain cloud just yet.
Yeah, it's not looking likely to rain, actually. I thought it was going to rain in the middle of the race, but it's only just getting cloudy. But anything can happen. Anything can happen. But we've kind of gotten to a point where we're not seeing too many overtakes. We get a breath, actually, because we've been having overtakes for the last entire race, actually. We've had so many overtakes this race. There has been a few crashes, I'd say, but, you know, that's how it goes, and I think these drivers are just kind of trying to finish this race and trying to finish off this season, and then they'll move into season 3, and we got a lot of announcements coming in for that as well. I'll explain more on that in a bit. As we do actually have an overtake. Noisy past Danny Stillers. Noisy trying to get back into the action here and get back into a top 7 position, I think, as it has not really gone his way in the later stage of the Grand Prix, as Tano losing time to Elian Bayan, 10.9 seconds, and currently he will be 6 seconds to Elian Bayan by the end of this race.
Yeah, it will... It could be close between Ellie, and obviously if he gets second, Tano, it's not going to be a problem for him, of course, in terms of the championship. He's still going to get that. But as I said before, it does look like the pressure's starting to creep in for him. He just needs to just on board with him now. He's just taking a bit more of a relaxed approach, I think, not being ultra aggressive. He doesn't really need to be. He can lift off a little bit early. Doesn't need to be so late on the brakes. So much entry and mid corner speed. He can just sort of, I said, just relax a little bit, just try and enjoy the next 10 laps as much as you can.
Yeah, and this is also the final stint for these drivers in league racing, most likely, unless they have a league race tomorrow or on Monday, because most of the drivers here are getting the Champions Edition that comes out on Tuesday. So, yeah, this is their final race in LSR. Am I? Yeah, I definitely am. Are you?
Yes, I am. I thought we could. I was going to try and arrange a little race on Tuesday evening, maybe, just to see how that goes. But we don't know now. I'm super excited. I have to admit, 21 was a little bit disappointing for me. I think the glitches and things did really, just sort of took the edge off the excitement of the game, really. But I am excited for 22. Looks like they put a lot of work into it, so fingers crossed, touch wood, that we'll have a really good game this coming year.
Yeah, that's the thing. F1 2021, pretty good game, I'd say, but it's not the best. I wouldn't say it's the best game. I'd say there was a lot of glitches, and I think I can speak for most people. I think what we want is a stable game. I think we want a good game, of course. We want a game where there's good action and good content. But I feel like that this game, they put a little bit too much into Breaking Point, and they should have been more careful. They should have put more time into the glitches and figuring out all that stuff. And I think that's where it's gone wrong. But if you look at F1 2022, there's nothing like that. There's no like Breaking Point or anything like that, like Season 2 or whatever. And now it seems like they're maybe coming into a point where they're starting to fix those glitches and starting to focus more on the game stability more. And I think that's great. You know, I think that if they can get that down, then they'll be able to give us a great game. Yeah,
let's certainly hope so. I mean, the game looks really good. I'm not sure about a couple of things, maybe F1 Life. I'm not too sure about that.
Not sure as well.
I feel like that's EA's FIFA version of Ultimate Team, in a sense. I think that's kind of F1's sort of version of that now, as we're seeing a move for Noisy potentially, as we're having this little mini podcast about 2021. As he gets past and quite easy. He's got 10 seconds to make up to the next guy. We've got Lee now in a spot of bother with Warwick Cloud and Vacant behind. All three of them on the same tyre. All came in under that VSC 14 laps ago. All going to the end. But when is this rain coming? Is this rain going to come, Jonah, with about 2 laps to go? Are we going to have an homage to the 2008 Brazilian Grand Prix with when Lewis Hamilton won the championship out of Young Cal? Obviously, we haven't got Mango here today, unfortunately, to have some sort of championship, but it's looking that way, Jonah, where we're just going to get some rain right at the very end of the race, potentially, and it'll be an interesting one where the drivers just come in for the inters, or if they'll just try and stay out for a lap or so. I'd like to see that maybe at the end. That might spice things up. Warwick Cloud, though, going for that 4th place into turn 1. Lee didn't put up much of a defence there. maybe hoping to get him back down the Retta Aposta towards turn 4. As he gets a bit wide there, he's got Bacon had it right on his tail. He goes right to the inside into the pit lane exit as Lee tries to go around the outside. Workcloud just doesn't leave the space. Bacon tries to get the place, was heading towards the wall, got himself facing the right direction again, but that almost ended in a disaster for the McLaren driver.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting battle going on right now. I think Vacant had that position, and then it looks like he got a little bit too much on the power, like we have been mentioning, and he lost that position. But he should be able to get it back soon. But yeah, that rain, could it affect things? And I think the championship as well could swing back into Mango's hands if something happens. Because here's what I'm thinking. Tano spun twice, I think, today. And if the rain comes, he might spin again. And in this case, since it's rain, that could be a worse spin. And
because it's definitely getting darker now.
It's definitely getting darker, you're right. And we could have a Brazil 2008 all over again. We could have that. And I think it's a possibility. But here's the question. When is that rain coming? If it comes in the next couple of laps, then this could be big. This could be really big. And the thing is, too, is that Tano has to serve that 5-second time penalty. So this could be big as well. He could lose all that time, and Elian can overtake Tano. There could be contact between the two. That forces Tano to get down to P6 or something like that, and Mango wins the championship. That's a possibility as well. Of course, we don't hope that because we want Tano to succeed as well. But we'll see how this all works out. Anything can happen. A lot of action coming our way. But a few things I quickly want to mention since we're kind of in a stage where there's not too much going on. I think there is that close battle for P5. That's kind of our closest battle. Maybe a battle going on here for P2 in a moment. But I do want to mention there's a lot of stuff happening for Season 3 of LSR. LFR Season 4 is going to be absolutely incredible as well. So much action is coming our way. And this is also the first full season of LSR that we will see the partnership with LGE, because we joined midway through, basically. And this will be the first time that LGE will be with us throughout the entire season. So that's going to be big as well. This could provide some excellent content. We've already been planning a few things. I already have some ideas as well. Oh, Alpine off the track. Ooh. Hold on a second. Pro Striker off the track. That's a spin there.
Yeah, I don't think the rain's coming yet. I think that was just a little mistake from the Alpine. Yeah, it's all good.
I was hoping for some rain, but it looks like we won't be getting it.
Not yet, anyway. Don't count it out.
Yeah, anything can happen, you know. You are correct. We still have a lot of action to come. Oh, there's rain, there's rain! Oh, yes, let's go!
On to lap 33. Got 4 laps to go as we've just crossed the line.
Let's go!
Tano. Oh, I hope he's got a spare pair of trousers next to him, because this could get interesting. This is literally Tano. This is all for Tano to lose now, as we see Pro Striker go in the pits on the intermediates. The want for a better word, the guinea pig is in the pits, and is going to test the intermediates. I don't think it's inters yet, though. It might be a little bit sketchy on the dry tyres, but I think it'll be all right. It's going to be interesting. We're going to go into lap 34 in a minute. Just keeping such a close eye on Tano. But yeah, to reiterate your point, Jonah, yeah, very exciting for the next season, all the way up to sort of just before Christmas, from the sort of end of July. We're going to have hopefully a good sort of 4 months or so of racing before, or where you're just after, but before the FIFA World Cup, and then Christmas as well, before we get into the new year. It's hopefully going to be really exciting for the channel for the next sort of 4 or 5 months.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think there's some big plans coming, a lot of action out on track. I think the tiers are going to get really interesting, and I think LSR in particular, I think we've been talking with admins and owners and kind of going through what we're doing for next season. We're kind of redoing everything. It's going to be basically a new league next season, viewers, and we'll talk more about that in a bit. But 3 laps remain. Tano, you just got to keep it going. That's what needs to happen here. Keep it going. Keep the gap to Elian, and this can all go good. 3 laps or so remaining. He's got one more braking zone to go before he approaches lap 35 and what will be the penultimate lap of the race. Danny Stillers comes into the pit lane for intermediate compound tires. I don't think it's inners quite yet. It definitely is not. No. And, oh, Noisy and Flea.
Oh, Flea's off the track. He's been doing so well. Noisy, though, on the soft tyres. Those are the tyres you want to be on. They're 11 laps old. He's got the newest softs on the road. He's still going to have pretty good grip from those tyres. Yes, we've got a yellow flag. I tell you what, that wouldn't be... It's a bit too late in the day now, unfortunately, but that's not what Tano would have wanted, a safety car with a few laps to go. With mixed conditions, that would have really challenged his mental state, I think, for the last couple of laps. But he's got 1.5 tours to go, Jonah, and it's looking more and more likely that he's going to be upsetting a certain man from South Africa tonight.
Yeah, and I think this championship has gone incredibly well. I think anything can really happen on this final lap as well. The rain could affect something. You know, Tano could spin, but we're just hoping for the best for him, of course.
You're stepping on dodgy ground there, my friend. I think we all just need to be quiet for one lap.
Yes, we do. No commentators' curses quite yet. But yeah, Tano, just let's do this. One more lap. You got this, buddy. We know that you can do this. We know you got pace. You have proved that you had pace all season long. And really, when you joined the league last season, I remember Italy, it was round 9 of the championship. This very round, actually. And Tano! Oh, that was so close! That was so close to a spin! You got this, though. This was so close, but Tano, you've done absolutely incredible for the past races. You have been in LSR. It has been an absolutely amazing season for you. You have won the first 2 races of the season. You've won so many races, and you just got to keep it going for the final few corners of this race. Lap 36, Tano, he's just coming through this. He's got to exit nicely. Final 2 braking zones through turn 11, a very difficult corner. Tano, you got this. Turn 12. The final braking zone, and I think Tano's going to do this as he comes around the final corner. He has done everything he's done today. The Mercedes driver with a absolutely phenomenal season is going to come across the line to win the Season 2 Group 2 Championship. Tano is the race winner of the Brazilian Grand Prix and the Season 2 LSR champion of the world. What a season! What a finish! And second place was decided as well, as Naira gets second, and Elliot Bryant does come home for 3rd position and gives Ferrari 3rd place in the championship. What a performance from Ferrari as well. What a performance from Mercedes. What happened?
Faking Haddock was round into the final corner, and those conditions just got a bit too much. Bumped Flea up to 6th place, and he had a cracking race and dropped down the order slightly. It means Husky as well. Looks like he's going to take that 7th place off Faking Haddock. He's going to go to... Oh, no, sorry. He's moved back up due to the penalties. Yeah, so congratulations to Tano. It was a shame that we couldn't have had a 2-way fight for the title at the end, but that was certainly a champion's drive. He had a moment where it could have all been lost on the final lap, but he was able to keep it together, and he's got himself the Season 2 championship in Group 2, so congratulations to him, well deserved.
And I feel bad for Mango as well. He has done everything he can this season, and he has proved to be a champion of LSR as well. I think this final race, unfortunately not able to make it. It seems like due to internet issues or something like that. Power, I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't able to see, but Mango, you have proved yourself as well as an LSR champion, and you will be an LSR champion. I know that for sure. And I think this season has gone pretty well. You know, there's been a lot of action. It has been a very intense season. Yuki Tano is your season 2 drivers champion. I do believe nothing will change in terms of the results. There was nothing that Yuki did this race that like was a penalty or anything like that. So
No.
that's that. Tano is your season 2 champion. Great race from Aston Martin's Nair as well. His first race in LSR, finishing on the podium in second position. He has done a great job this race, and definitely a driver for season 3 if he can make the races. And Ellie Bine back on the podium and gets Ferrari their third place in the Constructors' Championship. So well done to Ferrari as well. And Noisy back up to 4th. Great result for him. Fastest lap as well. He did a great job at his first race for LSR. Worry Cloud, top 5 for Williams. Great job by Worry Cloud. I don't think that will change Williams' position in the championship, but he still did a great job in today's race. And Flea, 6th position for Haas. His best finish this season. A great job to him. Vacant, Husky, Danny Stillers, and Pro Striker, the top 10 for the Sao Paulo race in Brazil. Tano is your world champion. And now, before we end off the stream, I want to see, can we get Tano in for an interview? Joe, would you mind asking and seeing if Tano would be available for a champions interview?
I would, but my phone's just died.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
So I can't.
I'll do it, no problem.
Check it was like, oh, that's dead. Yeah. Anyway, it's been a great season. Hopefully, it's been the best season in LFR as well. Obviously, I think we haven't confirmed it yet. May confirm it on social media next week. Maybe Thursday's race next week might be the last race of the season. I don't think we're going to carry it over to the 12th race. We'll do one more race next week, I think. So we'll find out about that. But anyway, all the racing this season's been fantastic, and hopefully next season, sort of second half of this year. Seems funny, doesn't it? We still talk about 2021 and we're over halfway through the 2022 year. It's strange, isn't it? But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to the game. Hopefully we're going to have a much better season next year. I can only speak for LFR, but we've definitely gone up and up and up. And like Jonah said about this, like LSR doing a revamp, we sort of did that last season, which really worked really well. So we're sort of come off that baseline and progressed from there. Now we've got to, as I said, the one thing I'm really excited for is the Spa 720 event in a couple of months' time. League versus League, 5 leagues, and so that should be really exciting. As I think Jonah's a little bit preoccupied at the minute, but yeah, no, that was a great final race from Tano, and well deserved win in the end, and win of the race certainly, and to win the championship as well is even sweeter. But I'm sure Mango will come back next season trying to fight for that championship, and as Jonah says, he certainly was worthy to be the champion. It's just how fate decided it, I suppose, unfortunately for him. Just was not on his side today.
Yeah, it wasn't his side today. It's unfortunate, but he'll come back stronger, you know? He will. Real quickly, I'm going to invite Tano, who is going to be joining us in the party real quickly. 1 second as I invite him. One moment, guys.
I'll be back in just 2 seconds.
Alrighty, no problem. Viewers, just stay with me for 1 moment here. All right.
I'm back.
Okay, so I have just invited Tano, and he should be joining us any moment. Viewers, stay with us as we're going to get our champion in. Just going to get his car out on screen. And also, Joe, I'm not sure, but it seems like there's some wind on your side or something like that.
Is that better?
Yep, that's better. We can hear you now. Perfect. Okay, just want to make sure we are good. Alrighty, well, we have our champion in the party now. Tano, welcome to the party chat. Welcome to the interviews. We're going to do an interview with our LSR Season 2 champion. First off, congrats. What a job you have done this season and this race as well. Very, very consistent drive. And I just want to say you definitely deserve the championship. And I just want to ask, how do you feel?
I feel I mean, no words really. The last few laps were really the scariest ones. Especially that slide at turn 4 last lap, that really got me shook. So I was just thinking, I need to get it home now, and I just can't make any mistakes because everyone was watching, like my teammate and whatnot. So it was just helping me to get through it. So I'm just really thankful for everyone. But yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest. I mean, it's just been an eventful race, to be honest.
Yeah, you've done an incredible job all season, really, and a incredible race as well. I think that last lap, it was so close. You know, I think we saw that half spin at turn 4.
Yeah.
You saved it, though. You saved it, man. That was so close. And just talk us through those final few laps, actually, if you don't mind.
So I had a friend who's been my race engineer, and then my teammate also, so they were just kind of trying to get me through the last few laps, just telling me not to push too much and just kind of, you know, just not go too hard on the tyres and just kind of make it through, especially with the rain, because I was starting to lose a lot of grips, so I was just getting nervous thinking, am I going to lose this championship in the last few laps? Am I really going to go out in a bad way on the final few days of the game? But yeah, they just helped me stay calm and get through it, and here we are now.
Yeah, well, it's been an awesome season, you know, and I think it's awesome as well that you had some help as well with the team engineer and your teammate as well. So yeah, and it's also cool because you guys, you and Vapor were able to grab the constructors championship. So it's both championships for you guys.
Yeah. Going into the weekend, I didn't feel like get anywhere really because I moved to wheel, so I just didn't feel confident in my ability to, you know, be up the front. I thought I'd just kind of be trotting around in the middle at the back. But I'm glad that we managed to get both championships instead of just one, because obviously I really wanted to win the Drivers' Championship going on to the next game. But shame my actual teammate couldn't race, but I'm really thankful for my reserve teammate, who's also a friend of mine. He really helped there with some of the tactics during the race. So I'm thankful for everything. I'm just really glad we're here.
Yeah, well, you know, that's awesome. And yeah, I just want to continue on and say that you did an incredible job this season. It's been an absolutely amazing performance from you for season 2. And I do have one more question for you, but I want to make sure that Joe gets his questions answered by you as well. So I'll hand the floor over to Joe.
Yeah.
Hi, mate. So the only thing I really wanted to say is, not the championship itself, but does the race feel a little bit bittersweet because Mango wasn't there? Did you kind of feel like it sort of was there was something a little bit missing today, I suppose? You know what I mean?
No.
No, no. I
don't apologize for it at all. I'm happy where we are.
No, of course, no. But I just thought you might have relished the fight with Mango at the end, maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't have minded it, but you know, he wanted to fight him, put him out. I didn't give him that fight. He couldn't give me a fight here, so yeah, fair. I think it's fair.
Fair. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. No, so yeah, the only other thing I was going to say, that last lap must have felt a little bit tense after turn 4 because that was how close was that? That looked really close to going very wrong.
A
was
little
it
bit more
almost under
throttle.
control?
Probably would have been in the wall because I had a few moments beforehand, especially in I think turn 8, turn 7, where I just completely went across the grass and got 5 seconds. So, the last lap did feel really tense. Obviously, the rain was getting to a point where I couldn't do anything, and I also had to save fuel because I was starting to run out. And so that last lap was mainly just about taking it easy, lifting and coasting to just get over the line, really.
Fair enough. Well, anyway, congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you.
Champion's drive definitely today, especially in those last sort of handful of laps.
Yeah, great race, Yuki, again. Great race. Sorry, I keep calling you Yuki, but you're Tenno.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't mind.
All right. Well, I have one more question for you. I want to make sure that Joe got his questions in, and I'll let you go and enjoy your rest of the day and the championship as well. But Season 3. Let's talk Season 3 for a moment, because you've just won the championship. What is next? What's next for Season 3?
We come back stronger. We go again.
That's the honest and correct statement, you know? And what's your thoughts on, because you're racing in Group 2. There is a higher tier as well. Are you thinking maybe stepping up to Group 1 or staying in Group 2? Or what's your thoughts on all that?
Just depends on my schedule, really. So,
got it. All right. Well, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Yes. It just depends on my schedule, really. I'm fine with. I wouldn't mind going to Group 1. Obviously, it's just really when it is, and obviously I can't really make it then. So I'm just fine with racing where I am right now. To be honest, I don't mind. Just
understandable.
Race.
Yeah, that's what this is about, racing. So
yeah.
Yep. Well, yeah, I guess that's going to conclude things from us in this interview. Thank you so much for joining us, Tano. And good luck for Season 3, and also congrats on Season 2 champion of Group 2. Very well deserved and just really well done.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
No worries. All right. Well, that's going to conclude things from the LSR Championship. Your Group 2 champion, that was Tano of Season 2 LSR. He was the champion for Mercedes, and also Mercedes won the Constructors' Championship as well. But yeah, I guess that's going to conclude things. Joe, do you have anything to say before we sign off from the Group 2 Championship of Season 2?
Nothing apart from can't wait till we get Season 3 underway in August.
Yes, that is going to be exciting. And viewers, we got some huge announcements coming in. I will save those for our Discord admins and owners to announce. So look out for everything coming in the next few days. We got a lot of content for LSR and a lot of news coming in. Some big news. As I mentioned, the league is kind of changing and becoming a brand new, like a revision of kind of the entire season. So it's going to be interesting.
Brilliant. Well, anyway, so got tomorrow, haven't we, Jonah? Brazil tomorrow, Group 1, and then Thursday next week. And I think that's it for sort of 21.
Yeah, that is going to be it. There will be one more race of LSR. Group 2 has been finalized, but Group 1 is still happening tomorrow, exactly the same time, 9:30 British time. That's 4:30 Eastern U.S. time. And that will be a very interesting race. The battle for the constructors is heading down to Brazil. AlphaTauri could win it. And yeah, it's going to be a very, very awesome race to send off F1 2021. A lot of partying coming our way. But yeah, I guess that's going to conclude things. The last thing I want to say, viewers, is look out for the signups. They release on July 1st for Season 3. You can sign up for LSR on July 1st for Season 3 on the brand new F1 2022 game. And that will be starting on August 6th and August 7th for both tiers. More info on that in a bit. And also, I want to mention we are having a giveaway as well of the brand new F1 2022 game. So So if you have not picked up the game, all you need to do is become a LSR full-time driver or reserve driver. Join the Discord as well if you have not already, so you can enter and possibly get that 2022 copy, which we will be sending that to. But that's going to conclude things from Group 2 of LSR. This was the Season 2 Brazilian Grand Prix, and that concludes everything from the championship as well. Thank you to all the drivers that raced. Thank you to all the admins and owners and everybody that's a part of the league for supporting us and just continuing on to do things in the league and continue to race. So thank you all so much for watching. Joe, thank you so much for commentating with me, and we'll see you all for the Group 1 race tomorrow, and we'll see you all for the next Group 2 race in Season 3. Goodbye.